The new Garmin Montana 760i just came out, and I have the 750i, but can you tell by looking at these which one is which? It's actually really hard to tell because they're identical, but I want to show you these differences, so let's get into this. As you can tell, they're the same size and shape. All the physical measurements are the same, but there are a few differences. The first thing I want to tell you really quick is it has a USB-C port now, so it should charge faster. It has the same connections that you can mount to your window, which I do, and I'll leave a link below so you can see that, plus I'll have a photo up of it. Another thing that you can tell the differences here is on this Montana 750i, you can see it. It has it on the side. You may not be able to see it real well, but it says Montana 750i. On the 760i, it just says Montana. This is actually the same thing they did on the GPS Map 66i and 67i. The 66i says 66i, but the 67i just says GPS Map. Other than that, there's no other physical differences that I know of. Now let me show you the specs and we'll go side by side comparison so you'll see exactly what has changed. Okay, you can see right here under general, a lot of it is the same, but under battery life here, it used to get up to 18 hours in GPS mode, but now it's a little better and it gets up to 24 hours. On expedition mode, it was up to 330 hours before, but now it's up to 440 hours. On the memory, it used to be 16 gigabytes and they have doubled it up to 32 gigabytes. On the interface, the 750i has the high-speed micro USB, while the new 760i has the high-speed micro USB-C. Under maps and memory, nothing has changed, at least that I can see. Maybe you'll catch something, but I don't see any changes here. On the sensors and daily smart features, again, nothing's changed. Under the safety and tracking features, they are the same, and tactical features has one thing that has been added, and that's the ballistic solver. I looked that up, and as you can tell by the name of it, it's about shooting, and it gives you all kinds of things to see about how you're shooting, the accuracy. And I haven't used this, so I don't have any experience on it, but it is an additional cost when you sign up for it. Anyway, for you shooters out there, you might like this. Under outdoor recreation, no changes. Under inReach features, the 750i, it's compatible with the inReach remote. Now, there's nothing that shows up under the 760i, but when I looked up under support.garmin for the 760i, it says that it is compatible with the inReach remote. If you don't know anything about the inReach remote, then I'll just tell you real quick. Things like the Garmin watches, and I have the Garmin Fenix 8. And this is one of the things it's talking about when you're referring to the inReach remote. I can sync my watch to many of my Garmin inReach devices, including this Montana 700i or 750i and the 760i. But I can also sync it to my Mini 2 and the GPS Map 67i. And when you sync it, then I can trigger the SOS from my watch and I can select certain messages and communicate that way, but it's limited. But if you ever get separated from your pack for any reason and you're in a life-threatening emergency, then you can hit the SOS on your watch, and you really might be thankful you have that capability. I have a video where I go over on how to set your watch up so that it syncs with your inReach device, and you can see that right here and in the description below. All right, that's the end of the list. There's nothing else. So it looks like there's not a lot of changes in my opinion, but I think there are, or they wouldn't have come out with a 760i. What I'm really curious about is if the speed has changed, such as are they using a different software system, and will it be faster if you are panning around the map? Because what I saw from the 66i to the 67i, the 67 is way faster if you are moving around the map. Now, the 67i is not a touchscreen. The Montana is. But when you're using those buttons and you're moving around the map, the 67i is way faster. There's going to be a whole lot more field tests coming up where I'm looking really hard at this Montana 760i. I'm going to ask some hard questions. Is it worth getting the 760i over the 750i? Now, I have noticed that on the Garmin site that the 750i is no longer available, so you may not be able to buy it, but it still might be on Amazon, so check it out if you're interested. So that's all there is today. I just wanted to show you some of the differences between the 750i and the 760i. Now remember, the 700i did not have a camera, so the 710i also does not have the camera. So I have cameras on both of mine. That's why I have the 750i and the 760i. Well, anyway, watch out for other videos coming up because I'm going to be honest with you. Is the 760i worth the price and worth having it versus a 750i if you can get one? All right, thanks for watching today. That's it. Watch for those videos coming up. Thanks for joining me here in Colorado. Now get out to the mountains and stay safe.